Hey guys, so this is going to be one of two videos to go over some of the things about the CC5 review assignment that you might have had trouble with. It reviews all the different kinds of skills you'll need probably for the first half of this test. What the test will be like, we don't know yet. We're working together on it, but for right now, let's just try to make sure that your skills are still there and hopefully answer any kind of questions you might have. So again, email me if you need any help. We'll try to make these videos. Hopefully this will make sense to you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is multiply. And so when we multiply, what we're going to find is that we are going to use factoring. So we have to factor, so this will be v minus 7 times v plus 5. And remember, what this is just we're splitting the middle. Okay, so if you need help with that, email me or look back at the old homeworks, and that you'll see that we are just doing that. I'm just kind of doing it ahead of time, kind of saving time, but overall, that's kind of what we've been doing. Okay. So pretty much, if you guys remember, when we multiply across. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to write it all out. 5v. Over here, this will be v minus 7 all over. And I just usually write everything all together. So it'll look something like this. V plus 5 times 8. Okay, so this pretty much is almost done. What we're going to try to do now is just make sure that we have a... we write down the excluded values. So excluded values. And we know that v cannot be whatever makes the bottom part 0. So in this particular case, it'll be 7. This will be negative 5. Okay, so those are my two excluded values. Okay, so back to this problem. Now we just have to simplify. So that means that you want to cancel any factors on the top and the bottom that are the same. So you guys see the v minus 7. You see the v minus 7. And then simplifying, you write 5v over v plus 5 times 8. And there's your final answer. Okay? All right, great. Let's try the next one, division. Okay, so if you guys recall division, what makes division so special is that you need to make sure that you flip that second fraction. Okay? All right, so first things first, again, factor all that you can. And so in this particular case, this will be k minus 6, k plus 3. You can always check by multiplying it out again. So k times k times 3. Make sure you get the same thing. Over here, we're not going to factor using split the middle because there's like two terms. What we want to try to do is see if we can figure out if it's if we can find the GCF, what can go into both. And so we have 8 that can go into both, 48 and 8, and k that can also go. Because this k has a higher power, what I'm going to try to do is instead of pulling out just the 8, I'm going to pull out a negative 8. And so I'm going to pull out a negative 8 from both. It'll make it look a little bit better, and it'll make all of the k's match when we try to cancel things out. So if you can't do it all at once, then what you probably do is something like this. You're going to pull out a negative 1. And once you pull out the negative 1, you'll have 8k squared minus 48k. All right? And then you could do the GCF and pull out whatever you can here. There's 2, 8 can go into this, and then k can come out as well. So this will be negative 1 times 8k. The inside will be k minus 6. And you can kind of see the k minus 6 and the k minus 6 all kind of matching up. All right, so over here, we're just going to kind of write down our excluded values. Okay, so excluded values, k cannot be 6, and negative 3. We'll add more to that a little bit later. Okay, so if you guys recall, we are dividing, so we multiply by the reciprocal. So multiply by reciprocal. Okay, so multiply by the reciprocal of second fraction. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So this will be 4k over k minus 6, k plus 3, multiplied by, we'll do negative 8k. We'll just combine those two things together, negative 1 and the 8k. And then this will be k minus 6 over 4k. Okay. Now, if you really want, you can just kind of pretend and just kind of make it all kind of connected. Because you just multiply across, you multiply on the bottom. So you multiply it all. So 4k, 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 4k. All right, so really quick, this is a new denominator right here, right? 4k. So what makes 4k equal to 0? Well, when k is 0. Okay, so that'll be our last excluded value. You want it, when you divide, you always want to check that second. When you flip that second fraction, you want to check the bottom like one more time to see if there's anything else. So what can cancel, right? You see the 4k's can cancel, and then the k minus 6. K minus 6. Okay, and then your final answer will be negative 8k, k plus 3. So there's your final answer. Okay, all right. We'll do another video to do the adding and subtracting. Okay, so see you soon.